Rioters will pay for every damage. Haryana CM Manohar Khattar on new violence. CM Khattar was briefing the media after the violence erupted in Haryana's new on July 31st. We will make sure that people liable in the violence that took place in Haryana's new district pay for the loss of properties. Chief Minister Manohar Khattar on Wednesday said at a press conference. He said those who are responsible in the violence will be held accountable for all the losses of private properties. However, state government will incur any loss of public properties that was caused during the communal violence, he added. We have passed an act wherein it provides that for any loss government issues compensation for the loss to public property, but as far as private property is concerned, those who caused the loss are liable to compensate for it, CM Khattar said at the pressers. According to the Haryana Recovery of Damage to Property during Disturbance to Public Order Act 2021, claims of compensation for damages during public unrest should be filed by the legal owner of the property to which damages have been caused. In case of the property owned by the central or state government, the claim for compensation for any damage caused should be filed by the head of the particular office of any officer authorized by the head office. Taking to 10 formally Twitter, CM Khattar asserted that every single culprit of the incident will be brought to justice. Also, rioters will have to compensate for every damage that done during the violence. I will not allow the peace and communal harmony of the state to deteriorate at any cost. Every single culprit of new incident will be brought to their end through the law, and every damage done there will be compensated by the rioters and it will also be recovered from them, he said. During the press briefing, CM Khattar said his government has sought for more companies of central forces after the communal clashes. He said there will be one Indian Reserve Battalion IRB stationed in New. So far, 20 companies of central forces have already been deployed in Haryana in the wake up of several incidents of violence across the state after the new incident. 14 companies are deployed in new district along 2 in Gurugram and 1 in Faridabad, the chief minister said. 6 people along with 2 police personnel dead so far in the violence and 116 people have been arrested along with 90 detained since the clash erupted on Monday, Khattar said. Earlier today, the Supreme Court directed the concerned authorities to ensure no hate speech is hurled against any community in the national capital during any protest rallies. There should be no hate speech, no violence. If required, deploy additional forces. CCTV cameras to be installed, everything record to be preserved. The apex court bench of Justice Sanjeev Khanna and SVN Bhatti said and issued notice to Delhi, Uttar Pradesh and Haryana government in the wake up of protest marches in these states after the violence. The direction came after the Vishwa Hindu Parishad and Bajrang Dal announced to hold demonstrations against the violence in New. Following the announcements, Delhi police went on alert mode and have been keeping a watchful eye on sensitive areas. We are aware of what is happening in our neighboring state where there have been incidents of violence. We are very much privy to that information, and keeping that in mind, we are also on alert. Any sensitive area is covered. We are keeping a watchful eye on all our areas. All our officers are on the ground. Suman Nalva, the public relation officer, Delhi police, told new agency.